weather today. Um, let's first look at the supercell composite for the northeast area. You can see that not too long from now is when the values here are maximized. 10-11 range at 2 p.m. today. I think that's the greatest chance for tornadoes, particularly right in here, right? Maybe up here, but if you look at a sounding from that area, that's this is at a couple hours ago. The 3K values, excuse me, are incredible right here. 252. Plenty of Cape. The 3 to 6K lapse rates are kind of low, but the surface lapse rates are incredible. The dew point spread is fine, and we have curved photograph here. Storm relative helicity, 200 meters squared per second squared. Plenty of Cape. Not particularly fat, but it's plenty for this neck of the woods. But there's going to be limited time for this to happen, right? To go forward in time a little bit. Once that first pushed through, that's it, you know. But some other factors we're looking at here: updraft helicity. We have the most coming through here shortly. Energy helicity index is another thing we look at. And what the heck? Okay. um, and the 0 to 1 kilometer EHI in this area here is greater than 1, close to 1.5, over 2 in some of these areas. So, in combination with the energy helicity index, 0 to 3 kilometers is maximized in that area as well. You also have significant tornado parameter values that are maximized in the same area. Not for very long. So once that, I'll go through the what might be moving through there, contributing to this shortly here in a second. But I think all these factors gives us a good chance of a few, maybe possibly significant tornadoes moving through here. Now, what I was looking at on the surface, the 500 shear here values, you see, this is the HREF. It goes away pretty quickly as we move through the day here. Have a small window of opportunity for these storms to pop off. One thing I noticed, if we look at the 700 millibar plot here, It looks to me like there might be a short wave maybe right in here somewhere. If I move to the northeast, maybe we can see a little better. Take this off. See that right there? And right there, the kink in the flow. Maybe here. Maybe here. Definitely not the core of the highest jet streak, but well, speed anyway. So we're kind of threading the needle here with this, in my opinion, anyway. We'll look at 850 millibars. You can see it looks to me like we get some enhancement of the level of flow briefly in the same area where it's supposed to get potentially tornadoes and then lose out. Um, Looks like a little dip right here, some height falls. It may be enhancing this. Really hard to say for sure, but I uh, I feel pretty confident we're going to have a few tornadoes here. If you look at the surface cape values, um, and what they're going to look like, they build, and so like I said, we have a short window of opportunity to get some severe storms out of this. And if I add these other layers on here, you can see the highest amount of wind shear is. Let's do the contour. 50 knots in that area, right? So that's my brief thoughts on it. And this model also shows significant tornado parameter values. Let's see what I'm talking about here, where the greens and blues are. So that's my thoughts on that. I hope this makes sense. I kind of didn't put this together very well, but anyway, thanks for watching.